Hey y'all! We are week 11. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Seriously. We don't have 11 fingers, so I'll give y'all 10 and a whoop up for my week 11. I'm so excited always, and you'll continue to see me being excited. And in spite of my exhaustion, which you can tell by the bags under my little bitty old eyes, I didn't even put on makeup today. I barely combed my hair. But I'm tired. I really am, and I'm sure you guys can relate, which is why I enjoy these video check-ins because we can relate to each other's diligence with successfully completing this. So I'm like a train. Whatever is in my way better move because I'm not stopping. But I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience that just took place. I am at Hurley Hospital and I'm working on our psychiatric behavioral unit as well as our emergency department. And so I was shadowing the emergency room trauma social worker, and I experienced, you all, something that I probably would have never even dreamed I would experience because I have no desire to be a nurse or a doctor. Um, I don't think I could have prepared my mind for it at all because you just don't prepare your mind for things like that, right? And so this was a individual who went to her PCP, wasn't feeling well. They found out she had an infection, so they gave her antibiotics. Antibiotics was in the form of a shot. Within minutes, she began to have an allergic reaction, resulting in her being unable to breathe, having hives, and so EMS arrived and they had to trach her in the field. So when they brought her in, she was not breathing on her own, and they had already trached her. And so just to see her covered in blood and her clothes ripped off, and I'm not trying to be too graphic. This really was just my experience, and I'm really just trying to share it because I'm still kind of shocked. But um, and so I had never even seen the machine. They have a machine now that assists with doing CPR. It's a large machine and it pumps the heart as someone else is holding the bag. And so just to see that take place, which I had only seen on Night Watch, which if anyone watched that, you'll know what I'm talking about. And so to see all of that just had taken me back. And the purpose of the social worker for being involved in this, and it is tons of nurses and doctors and practitioners all around, and everyone is working on this individual. But the purpose of the social worker is to be a ear. So I learned we don't ever want to interrupt. We don't ever want to stop and ask questions. We want our pen and paper so that we can be writing down if we hear her name, if anyone says her date of birth, if anyone says there is family that was with her, any identifying information that would better assist us because she came in as a John Doe. So any information that would assist us with going into the system to see if we can find information that would help us with identifying family members, relatives, and things like that. And so as we watched the whole ordeal take place, I was completely taken back. It was very, very graphic and very graphic. I wish I could share, but I don't want to be morbid and I don't want to be offensive to anyone. But I've never experienced it in my entire life. And so after the whole ordeal, unfortunately, they worked diligently. I heard them call her time of death. And so that was even shocking for me. I had never even heard or experienced that. And so I just learned so much in that moment. And then it gave me confidence in the hospital because I saw behind the scene how hard these people really work to save lives. And so after all that was over, we did find out that there was family members following behind her. And so typically what happens is, and I've been in on one other incident where the doctor had to notify the family of the passing of their relative. But so in this case, same thing. Doctor goes in, share with the family what, his information that took place right then, let them know that the family passed. And then our goal as social workers is to try to provide any support for the family and then to let them know the next steps. So even finding out who's the next of kin to sign the death certificate. Find out what they want to do with the body, if they want an autopsy or if they don't, if they want their organs saved or not. And so very challenging situation. So I know my time is up and I want to rush through. If you all have experienced anything new, anything exciting, anything traumatizing, anything new outside of the basics, please share. If not, this is just a good video check-in to share a little bit about my experience, and thank you all for listening. And I'll be checking in again with my smiling face during week 13. Have a great one, guys.